Why are you stuttering?
I'm not stuttering.
You are stuttering. You don't have anything to say.
You're contesting every single thing that I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the point of an argument.
How is it possible? How is it possible that somebody can criticize Hamas but refuse to condemn the IDF and Israel? Just imagine the people back in the day when they would have to travel certain distances for months or even years. What is one thing that they would carry with them? The Quran. Why? Because they did not have it on their mobile devices or their gadgets. Brothers and sisters, imagine you have an app, the Qurani app, which not only shows you how much rewards you get, but reminds you to read the Quran, gives you reminders. Download the Qurani app now and let it testify for you on Yawm al-Qiyamah that you read it wherever you was. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters and dear friends. All praises belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for how the Piers Morgan vs Muhammad Hijab debate went. And after praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we want to thank our brother Muhammad Hijab, and may Allah preserve him and bless him inshallah. Me and my wife was watching that video, subhanAllah, and wallahi we were so happy to see how it turned out. He even made him stutter. The question that I want to ask before I come to Piers Morgan as well inshallah, is that what made somebody who's a human being like Piers Morgan refrain at any cost to condemn the IDF? Before we come to Piers Morgan and watch that clip, brothers and sisters, Muhammad Hijab puts endless hours, sleepless nights. We know. Muhammad Hijab, myself, Zishan, we know because we are with him. Believe me, wallahi, anything that pertains to the ummah, a Muslim being harmed or an innocent person, whoever is for that matter, being wronged, he is somebody that will lose sleep over something that pertaining to the deen, pertaining to somebody insult the Prophet ﷺ or Islam. This is the kind of person he is, brothers and sisters. Wallahi, he sleeps 4 to 5 hours a night. And wallahi, the books that he reads, the preparation that he does to the debate, I look in admiration, literally admiring and blessing him and making dua for him that Allah preserves him to perfect and to help his deen, which he has, which you've seen very clearly. Wallahi, he is a man, may Allah bless him, preserve him and protect him from evil eye and envy and jealousy. Wallahi, may Allah bless him inshallah. Zishan also, may Allah bless him, who edits a lot of Muhammad Hijab's videos. May Allah bless and preserve him as well. They work as a team, we all work as a team. That's what I wanted to say because he deserves that praise. Coming to Piers Morgan, look at this clip, guys. In this clip, you guys saw for yourself, but look at it again.
Why are you stuttering?
I'm not stuttering.
You are stuttering. You don't have anything to say.
You're contesting every single thing that I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the point of an argument.
At the end, 1,300 people were brutally
2,000 people have been killed on the other side.
Abused.
2,000 people have been killed on the other side.
I said that to the ambassador.
Okay, but do you condemn that, yes or no?
I don't think...
So you refuse to condemn?
No.
You do refuse to condemn?
Why are you putting words in my mouth?
Because you're not condemning it, are you?
What do you want me to condemn?
Okay, right. Excellent. What do I want you to condemn?
Yes.
I want you to condemn the fact that the IDF, knowing that it's more probable than not, pressing buttons from the sky, killing innocent civilians, 1,000 of them children, that is a war crime and that is not acceptable morally. Just like you condemn the other one. Is it condemnable or not?
I believe, given the scale of what Hamas did on October the 7th, Israel is entitled to
kill children.
How is it possible? How is it possible that somebody can criticize Hamas but refuse to condemn the IDF and Israel? Brothers and sisters, it is impossible that someone like Piers Morgan, to make himself look humiliated, he got embarrassed, absolutely decimated, destroyed, intellectually buried, but he still did not condemn the IDF or Israel. Why? Because his bosses, I'm very, very sure, before he went on that show, he was told categorically clear by his bosses. Remember the freedom of speech of the media? The freedom of speech, yep. You can insult Islam, but no one else for that matter. They told him very clearly, no matter what happens, Piers, no matter how much you get humiliated, embarrassed, slapped around intellectually, no matter how south the debate goes, you are not allowed to criticize or condemn Israel or the IDF. How could somebody get humiliated to that level and refuse at the same breath condemning Hamas and then same breath children being massacred? He refused, not only that, justified what Israel is doing to these Palestinians. Brothers and sisters, this shows you categorically clear. They don't give a damn about freedom of speech and democracy and no. They don't care. These people are hypocrites, munafiqs. These people are double standard hypocrites. And you saw that. The discomfort that he had, the stuttering that he was doing, which you saw on camera, when our brother Muhammad hijab like a lion was eating him up intellectually, he couldn't say nothing. And he was if they said to him, what does the word pusillanimous looks like? We would say, Piers Morgan. But it also shows me that deep down he was threatened and he knows he will lose his job. There are people who've been arrested for being pro-Palestinian. So he knew very well. Piers, who talks about freedom of speech, he knew, not for them. There is no freedom of speech. And Allah says in the Quran, Surah Mutaffifin, and I'll end on this. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. For the believers this is. Do not despair. Do not despair, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, فَالْيَوْمَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مِنَ الْكُفَّارِ يَضْحَكُونَ عَلَى الْأَرَائِكِ يَنْظُرُونَ هَلْ ثُوِّبَ الْكُفَّارُ مَا كَانُوا يَفْعَلُونَ. But on that day, the believers will be laughing at the disbelievers. That's correct. As they are sat on canopied couches looking on, the believers will be asked, have the disbelievers not been paid for what they used to do? That is a promise of Allah. Do not ever think, like Allah says in the Quran, that Allah is unaware of what the evildoers do. He only delays them for a time where their eyes are going to look in horror. Me and you and every single Muslim is going to witness this. Like Allah says, sitting on couches. And we are going to ask, have the disbelievers, the enemies, the hostile ones of course, been paid back for what they used to do? And indeed they will. Do not ever for a moment think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to let them go scot-free. Never. Be patient, O believers. Our Palestinian brothers and sisters and those who are suffering, who have suffered all around the world. A day will come that you will look and say, oh Allah, you're the best of planners. And may this be a form that it expiates their sins and they enter Jannah without any recognition. To all those people who have been oppressed and massacred at their hands. May Allah bless Brother Hijab, may Allah preserve him, and may Allah make him a means that Islam is defended by his hands. It's an honor to be working with him. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.